Hopefully, we will be able to get this door open. Garage door opening. Ooh, holy cow. Wow, look at the floor in here, Danny. Yeah, this used to be an old bowling alley. Well, the Impala has definitely made an impression on it. This is a '64 Impala, ragtop. Beautiful. Voiceover. It was incredible. I think all of us were amazed. Ray. My uncle bought this car new. It has 61,000 miles on it. He bought it right after he got married, and he parked it in here in the early 90s, I think. That was the last time it was outside. It's a cool car. You cannot look at that car and say it is not cool. It is beautiful. Before his knees got bad, he would come in here and turn the engine over. You can see, I think he took the plugs out. The plugs are right there, Danny. So his old trick was to put a mix of transmission fluid and kerosene in there. Always. To keep it loose. Yeah. Robbie, voiceover. The only thing better than a '64 Impala is a '64 ragtop. And that is what this is. Everyone wants a convertible. Well, here is the question. Before I get too interested in this thing, Ray, is it for sale? Absolutely. For the right price, yes. Do you have a number in mind for it? There is no key for it. That is the only key I could not find when I looked through everything. He hid it somewhere, and maybe he took it with him. I do not know, because this was his pride and joy. But thinking about the condition, the rarity of the vehicle, and how popular it is, I know the average price for this is around $27,000, maybe $26,800, or something like that. Okay, the low price is around $12,000. I would be willing to let it go for $20,000. Okay, hey Robbie, how do you feel about calling David in Tennessee, the Impala expert? I would say, if you do not mind. No, absolutely. Go right ahead. You know, that is all that guy works on. Impalas. Anything we can do to help you and help us is a good thing. Yeah. Robbie, voiceover. Unless you are my brother, you realize you cannot know everything about everything. Danny has built relationships with people over the years who are experts in their field, and Dave is our Impala expert. Robbie, at the end of the rainbow, how much money is this thing worth if it is running and driving on the road? Dave, on speakerphone. I think you are looking at anywhere between 25 and maybe 30 at the top, depending on what you end up doing to it. Okay, it is too bad we cannot get into the trunk. Robbie, voiceover. Without the keys, we cannot open the trunk. Dave, on speakerphone. The inside of the trunk is important. What we are looking for is the original gray and white spackle paint from the factory. If the trunk is solid and clean, and it still has the original spackle paint, and the original spare tire and jack are inside, yeah, it is a home run. I would say you are looking at 14. Okay, Danny. Not only is it important for Robbie and me to hear all these details, but it is also very important for Ray, who is trying to sell this car, to understand exactly why we are valuing it the way we are. Dave, on speakerphone. You have to get into that trunk, Robbie. You have to look inside. All right, Dave, we have a lot to think about here. Thanks, Dave. All right, honey. Bye. I am interested in the car, probably for around $12,500. That is, where I want to be on it, but only if I can look inside the trunk. So you are saying, if the trunk is good, yeah, you will go $12,500. That is where I want to be. And the keys might even be in here. This car does not have a key. It has been repainted. It is a low-end model. It is still a really cool low-end model. It has low mileage and it is in great shape. But at the end of the day, I need to make space. Would you do 13? If the trunk is perfect, if the trunk is good, and we can open the lock. Robbie, voiceover. You just do not find these. People are searching everywhere to find these cars. When you get the chance to buy something like this, you take that moment. Because this is my uncle's, I will do 13. Do you have a screwdriver and a hammer? I have a screwdriver and a hammer. All right, let us do this. We are doing it. Pounding. Ah, I just cannot get it. It is not working. Do you want me to try? Pounding. Do you want to try drilling it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, laughing. Wow. All right, let us check this out. You do not see any keys, do you? Wait, hold on here. There are mice everywhere. They grow some big mice around here. Ooh, laugh. The jack is in here. Look at that. Studded, tires. Everything is in here, but I am not seeing... Looks good? I am not seeing any patches. No signs of damage? No. Original speckle. Look at that, Danny. And the acorn nuts that hold the trim still have the speckle paint on them. This car has never been messed with. I could not be happier right now. 13. It is all yours. It has been a good day. High five. These cars are not meant to sit in barns. They are not meant to sit in garages. They are meant to be on the road, and that is what he would have wanted. It has been an absolute pleasure. The pleasure has been all mine. I appreciate everything. Thank you for sharing your family's history with us. It was a pleasure. Robbie and my uncle would have gotten along very well. I think my uncle would have argued with him a lot more than I did. No doubt about that. But they were definitely cut from the same cloth. I will make sure to contact you again about the Impala. Okay. And we will have someone come and pick it up. All right. I really loved being here. I feel like we did not just meet a friend. We met a little ray of sunshine. Car horn honking. See you later. This is my El Camino garage. El Camino garage? Nice. Look at this. El Camino. That is us. Yeah. Is this an 83? This is an 83 Choo Choo Customs. Yeah, the Choo Choo. Choo Choo Customs is a company from Chattanooga, Tennessee, that made luxury van conversions. This was their idea of an El Camino. I have another, one right here. It is another SS. That is awesome. In 1983, I had just graduated from high school 1 year earlier. I can imagine myself with a mullet, playing Def Leppard's Photograph, driving around in my Choo Choo Customs El Camino. Are you selling this car? No. I do not blame you. There are many things I still want to finish. There are many projects around here that he wants to finish, and I am sure we will not get to all of them. Here is a 59, not for sale. Okay. We are asking about many cars here and hearing many no's. I have sold very few vehicles. I can probably count 4 that I know he has sold. In his lifetime? Oh yes. Okay. These are the things he does not want to let go of because these are the things he worked hard for. And I understand that because, at the end of the day, we all want to surround ourselves with family and things that make us happy. Are there any other trucks you would consider selling? It sounds like you really love cars. Yes, I would sell the 48. You have a 48 truck you would sell? A 48 Chevy? It has 5 windows. It has the small corner windows on the sides. Yeah. And it has low mileage. Can we look at that? Well, of course. All right, let us go look at it. In the late 1940s, when Chevy redesigned the truck, every company in the United States was redesigning vehicles. Chevy took it to another level with their trucks. They redesigned the cab so it had no blind spots. They added 5 windows. The corner parts of the cab became glass. Instead of sticking your head out of the window to see, You now had a window you could see through. Absolutely amazing. We probably have had most of these for at least 20 years, maybe more. Wow. All right, there is the 5-window back there. Yes. Wow, so cool. I love trucks. But my brother loves trucks even more. In high school, his nickname was Dump Truck because he pushed through everything with his head. Is that the original paint on it? I think mostly, that firewall is right there. I think most of it is original. Look at the paint here. Yeah, wow. This 5-window Chevy truck, I love it. Basically, this design was a deluxe cab. It was a little bigger inside and had extra chrome features. So it was not just a working man's truck anymore. It was for the guy who drove to the office. He could drive this and feel good about it. Here is the deal. It is a great truck, but this roof, this can be fixed, but this is serious damage here. And there is almost no paint on the roof. With the way it is now, I think you have to start at 8. Yeah, absolutely, because after we ship it. Right. Why do we not do that? Let us go talk to him about it for 8. You guys look it over. Call me back in a little while. All right. This truck has a few problems, but overall, it has great bones. A dent in the roof is not a big deal. We can fix the body. We can get this running and driving again. That is simple work. So we have been talking about the truck. We love it. We think it is amazing. The 48 truck is in great shape for being a Wisconsin truck and living here its whole life. This is an accessory, which is rare. Yes, this is an accessory. This is an accessory. Fog lights are rare too. All these accessories, from the visor to the bumper brackets to the fog lights, they make the Chevy truck look incredible on the road. It has a problem with the clutch. Okay, so it probably needs a clutch. Yeah, that is not the end of the world. Now we are starting to understand the full picture of the truck. It needs a clutch, and that was not included in our earlier price. We talked about the truck and what we need to do to it. We are thinking 8,000. I wanted 10. For me, this roof damage needs attention. I am not saying make it perfect, but it needs to be fixed a little. If the truck is going to look better, this has to be taken care of. Do you have the title for it? Yes, I should have it. It has a collector plate on it. Okay,